Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing the next video in my 2016 year-end favorites series thing, and I am doing my favorite lip products of the year, and I have a lot. Like, I keep like 15 lip options in my purse at all times. I don't know why, I just do. I did wear black today because I'm talking about lip stuff and because it was one of my favorite looks of the year. I wore black this year more than I think I've ever in my life, and I really enjoyed it, so I thought, what a more perfect color to wear when I'm doing this video than black. So I am going to kind of jump right in. These are going to be in no particular order. I probably won't even do like liquid lipsticks first, then regular lipsticks or whatever, because I literally have a giant pile in front of me and I really just don't, like, I just need to get started. I need to get into them. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is something that was just right in front of the pile, and that is my Smashbox Always On liquid lipsticks. I do have 4 of them now, and I did get first these 2, and then I picked up these 2 later, and I got Babe Alert thinking it was going to be like a nice neutral color every day to wear, and it's definitely really coral on me, so I probably like just won't really wear it because I don't really like those colors on me. I don't think I have the skin tone for it. So I was a little bit disappointed in that one, but in terms of the formula, this is one of the best formulas of liquid lipsticks out there in the world at all in general. I really like it. I like the lighter colors and the darker colors, and I wear Steppin' Out, which is this brown one, a lot. I keep this one in my purse. It's just like a really easy color for me to throw on. I really enjoy it, and yeah, these are just great. So if you haven't tried these yet, definitely do. Like, these hands down best liquid lipsticks of 2016, of life, ever. I know. The next ones I want to talk about, I have quite a few of. These aren't all the ones I own, but these are the Melt lipsticks, and they're freaking amazing. Like, some people don't like them because they say they're drying. Generally, when I'm putting on a lipstick of any kind, I have something on my lips before, whether it is something I want to talk about, well, both of them I'm going to talk about later, but whether it's like a heavy duty lip treatment or it's like a chapstick or whatever, I usually have something on my lips, so I don't find these to be hard to wear, and I have worn them on their own before as well, and I love them. I did get the Rose collection, I can't remember what that was called, which came out in December, I think, or right after Black Friday or right around Black Friday, and I love all of those, and there were some in there that I didn't think I was gonna like on me, and I enjoy them a lot. Like Mum, I have worn in a video before, and I thought definitely when I saw that it was gonna be like too warm for me and I wasn't gonna like it, but I love it. I keep On The Go in my purse because it's a perfect on the go color, as the name would suggest. I love Bane, which is the black. I have Catsuit, which is like a dark brown. I have Nude, which is like a nude. I have like a whole range of colors, and I love them all. This isn't like a lipstick where it's like some of the shades don't work, that some of them are patchy or whatever. They're all fully opaque and just beautiful lipsticks. I love them so much. As you might be able to tell, I have sort of a love affair with Melt Cosmetics. I really would love to get the rest of their lipsticks, and I am slowly working on it, but they are amazing. The next ones I want to talk about are liquid lipsticks, and I don't have them all in my hands. I keep them in the white container behind me, and they are the OFRA liquid lipsticks. Just the ones I have here are Miami Fever and Manhattan. One is definitely more of an everyday color than the other one. I like these. They're not like kiss proof like some other ones are. They're a moussey texture, but I find them really comfortable on the lips, and I find that they're easy to reapply. They're not super drying. It's a really solid formula. It's just not the like bajillion hours, super matte, never gonna come off kind of formula, which I'm okay with. When I first started wearing liquid lipsticks, I was like, F you to these kinds of formulas, because I wanted that, like, kiss proof, didn't come off on anything, lasted forever kind of formula. And I found that that formula is too high maintenance for me in terms of how it feels. And I'm generally not even a person who hates super dry stuff, but I don't know, I guess I'm getting weak in my old age, because I really am starting to prefer the more like satin finish liquid lipsticks. But the OFRA ones in that sense are a really great option. They're relatively affordable, and again, it's one of those brands that I haven't found any that are like, it's like the really light colors don't work or the really dark colors don't work. I find them to be really even across the board, so these are great as well. The next ones I want to talk about, again, I don't have all of them. They do again live back there in my boon, but these are the shades that I keep in my purse, and like, I'm gonna show them and you guys are gonna laugh at me because they're like all variations of the same color, but these are the Anastasia liquid lipsticks. I have Dusty Rose, Allison, and Catherine that always live in my purse. I just love these. I love these specifically. I think that the more mid-tone colors of this brand perform the best. I do find some of the really dark ones to be a little bit patchy, and some of the really light ones to be like that weird ring around the inside of your mouth thing. And so I do find the more mid-tone shades to be better, but I think that like they do a really great mid-tone range anyways, so I do have quite a few of these and I do wear them pretty often. They're a little bit pricey in my opinion for what they are, but I still do enjoy the ones I have. The next things I want to talk about are actually two different products, but they're by the same brand. I have the ColourPop Ultra Satins and then a gloss. When I first started wearing liquid lipsticks, I thought the ColourPop matte ones were just like the best. But they're only the best for like 4 hours, and then they were the worst. So those I definitely can't wear if I'm going out anywhere. I find those to get really crumbly and I don't really like them, but the Ultra Satins are like blow your socks off amazing. They have an amazing shade range. The first time I ever wore these, I wore Echo Park, which I keep in my purse, which is this one. I put it on at like noon and I didn't take it off until like 10 or 11 because we took my son to like a Disney Live thing. We went out to dinner, we had ice cream afterwards, like we were eating and drinking, and I wasn't caring because Echo Park is a pretty almost my lip color, so I was like, whatever, if it wears off it's gonna be fine, I'm not gonna worry about it. You know, it wasn't like a super dark color that I would have to kind of babysit. And I got home and I looked in the mirror and I was just like, because it was like almost perfect, and formula kisses off and stuff. It's not kiss proof or anything by any means at all whatsoever, but it's like this weird thing where it's like only the top layer kisses off and it doesn't like actually get down to the color that's like on your lips for like a long time. The darker colors do wear a little bit more easy than the lighter colors in terms of, I guess, noticeability, but whoa, like I was just super blown away. I'm getting more into glosses now, so I don't have a ton, but I really do like this one in Fairy Floss. I think it's just a nice color to kind of top off other lipsticks with without it changing the color of that lipstick too much, so I do really enjoy that. If you have not tried the Ultra Satins, they're $6 I think, and really great, and you can get almost any color you'd ever want, and I highly recommend them. In keeping with that theme, the next thing I have are the ColourPop Lippie Sticks. I have Matte X and the Sheer formula in my hand. Those are the ones that I like the best. I like the Matte X, I think, the best, then the Matte, then the Sheer, which, I mean, they're all kind of, I like them equally but for different purposes, but I wear, I think, the matte ones more often. I was surprised that I liked the sheer ones because I wouldn't have really thought that before, but when they came out I got a couple of them to try and I was pleasantly surprised by them and I really liked them. I think the one that I wear the most often is Aquarius, and this is the one of the Kathleen Lights collabs. I just find it to be a really nice nude color on me that isn't like too anything. It's not too pink, it's not too brown, it's not too dark, it's not too light. It's kind of just a really nice color on me. But yeah, these are $5 and they're great. I haven't run out of any of them yet, and I mean, granted, I do have on that side they're right there. I do have a lot of them, so it would take me a while to go through them unless I was using them all the time, but I do keep Lumiere in my purse, and it's something that I put on a lot. It's one of my go-tos because it's easy to apply because of the shape of the bullet, and it's, you know, easy to slap on because it's a nice neutral color, and I still haven't gone through that yet. So I do really enjoy these very much, and I think they're very worth it. Down to my probably second favorite liquid lipstick formula, and that is the Dose of Colors liquid lipsticks. I do have like 6 or 7 of these, and I love them. I just grabbed 2 and they happen to be more neutral nude ones, Truffle and Bear With Me. I think that Bear With Me was one of the first nudes I ever tried that like I felt worked on me, because nudes are really hard to get right. Like, and they're hard to recommend because they're very dependent on a lot of things, and I really just love the way this one looks on me. I love the formula. It's a little bit more drying than even the Smashbox one, but it's still comfortable and they still last a long time. It's a little bit more kiss proof. It's a little bit more of a moussier formula, but not as much as the OFRA ones, so it's like one of those in-between things, but I really just love them. I love the packaging. I love the doe foot applicator because it's like a little bit more curved than a lot of them, and they're great. If you can get your hands on them, definitely do it. She releases colors all the time. She often releases holiday sets that I miss out on, but I do just really enjoy these. The next one I want to talk about is a standalone lipstick because it's the only one of the brand I have, and this is the Charlotte Tilbury matte lipstick in Bond Girl, and this is probably the only one I'm going to show you because it's the only one in the range I have, but it's definitely my kind of color. I really like the bullet for whatever reason. It's like a rectangle, and I don't know why, but I just really enjoy using that. But I love this formula. It's not a lipstick I think that I'm gonna like buy every shade of because they're expensive, but I love the packaging. Like, can we just talk about it for a second because it's beautiful? But I love the way it wears. I don't think it's patchy. I think it's a really great lipstick formula. Whether or not it's worth the $32 or whatever it is up for debate. But I think, you know, it's a really solid lipstick formulation, color. It's something that I get a lot of use of because I love the color. So it's another one that lived in my purse for a lot of the year, and I just really like it. So there's that. The next ones I want to talk about are some of my favorite like lipstick, straight up lipstick formulas ever, but I don't have a lot of them because they're, I don't know, they're sort of expensive. They're not even the most expensive lipsticks I own, but for whatever reason I get like super overwhelmed when I'm looking at the color selection because I don't know, I have a lot of lipsticks, but they're the Bite Beauty AMUSE BOUCHE lipsticks, and I think these are incredible. I do have, the next one I was going to talk about is the NARS Audacious. I think these are better, and they're less expensive than these, but these, I mean, they're great. They're great. They're comfortable. They are creamy, and you would think they wouldn't last as long as they do because of that, but they, like, I'm always surprised at how well these last every time I put them on. I have Black Truffle and Pepper. Pepper is more of a neutral color than Black Truffle, which is, you know, as the name would suggest, a black truffle color. The Black Truffle is a little bit patchy, but not really. It's more of like semi-sheer. I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain, but I like the effect it gives. But I'm super impressed with these, and like I think that I need to buy more of them in store, which is unfortunate because I find that most Sephora's, well, really the only Sephora I have around me is in a JCPenney, and they either don't have a big selection or they don't have these at all. So I don't know. I just need to like touch them, but I do have a couple of the mini ones as well, and I really like them. But I just think they're really worth picking up. There isn't a color I have that I don't like, and you know, like I said, the formula is just amazing. So. And then since I just mentioned it, the NARS Audacious, This is like just barely loses out to the Bite Beauty ones because it's the same type of formula. This one is Anna and it lived in my purse for a long time. I only have a couple of these because these are $32, I think. I love that the packaging is magnetic. I know, simple things, but the formula is great. And again, it's another one of those that's creamy, so you would think it doesn't last very long, but it does. It, like I said, it just barely loses out to the AMUSE BOUCHE ones, but it's a great formula. It's just so expensive. It's so expensive. And I think half of that is because of the packaging. So it's kind of one of those things where I feel a little bit weird about putting it in this list saying that like this other one is better, but like it's still a really solid, great lipstick. It's just a little expensive for what it is. So the next ones I want to talk about are, I think, a new release in 2016 in general. I'm not sure if this brand even existed before 2016. I found these because of Orpha's and Ollie. She had talked about these on her Snapchat and I immediately went out and bought some, and that is the Micki Song Cosmetics lipsticks. I am wearing Blackout today. I have worn Blackout and Lulu, which is what I have in here in my hands in videos before. I have two other ones as well and I really enjoy them. I love the packaging. It's so very old school and I just really love it. But the formula is beautiful. Like, it's beautiful. They do have a good range of lipsticks as well in terms of color selection. But I think you should definitely try these out. They're great. The formula is awesome. Like, every time I use them, I'm surprised at how easily they glide on. But they don't, like, you don't feel like they're gonna fly across your face. There's some that like it's almost too creamy and you feel like you don't have any control when you're putting it on. These aren't like that. Like this black just like with one swipe goes on so beautifully and like opaque and amazing, but you still have a lot of control with it, and that's really hard to get in a lipstick. So these are great, and I'm going to continue to say that about everything, but really these are great. I only have a couple more I want to talk about, and these next two are from LA Splash, and these were from the Harry Potter collection, which they couldn't really say they were Harry Potter because it was licensed, but these are the colors I wear when I want like a really deep brown vampy lip. These are a little bit more drying than any of the other formulas I've talked about yet. So again, it's one of those that I can't really wear like all day, but if I'm filming and then just kind of like hanging out afterwards for a while or whatever, these are ones that I really gravitate towards. I really love like how opaque they are, and I love these colors on my skin tone. I feel like they really stand out, and like when I want to go for like vamp and I'm not wearing black or whatever, these are the ones I go for. I have worn them in quite a few videos and I really like them. I almost forgot the most important lip products. The things that keep my lips the happiest, things I could not live without, that I put on every day, that I would die if they ever decided to not make these anymore. Like everybody asks me like, you know, what's a good lip scrub to use and how to take care of your lips and blah blah, and I always say the Bite Beauty Agave lip mask. Just like, holy shit, this stuff is amazing. I started using this probably 2 years ago, maybe 2.5 years ago, and I have not had chapped lips since. This stuff is just like incredible, and this is like only the second tube I've gone through, and I'm not even like still halfway there. You only need a little bit. I use this in the morning. It's too thick for my personal taste to use at night, but they just came out with one in a tube and it looks like a regular chapstick, and this is the one now that I use at night. I also keep this in my purse because it is just like incredible. I am wearing this under Blackout right now, and it is like, it's so good. Like, I was sick this last week and my lips were starting to get a little bit chapped because I wasn't keeping up with this very well because I was sick and I couldn't be bothered, and like half the time I wasn't wearing makeup at all, and it was just But then I started using this because I just got it recently and my lips are totally back to normal. Like, both of these together, just the most amazing things ever. And if you take nothing away from this video, take away buying this because you will not be disappointed. It's so good. This one is in the like champagne whatever color, and I prefer the clear one, but I'm going to use it up until it's gone. I can't believe I almost forgot these, but this is the best part. The best part of this video is these things. So yeah, there you go. But that is it. I feel like I talked a million miles a minute and I hope I remembered everything. I think I did. But yeah, so that is it for my favorites of 2016. All these lip products. Not even gonna apologize for it. Like, it's an excessive amount of lip products and I know that, but they're all great. So I hope either you guys got some affirmation or some ideas for things to try or things you already love. If you have any suggestions for me that you think I might like based on what I have talked about already, totally let me know, because, you know, it's lip products and I need all of them, so be happy to put them on my list. But yeah, other than that, if you liked this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, I hope you guys are having a great day wherever you're at, and I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone.